This is the third rag from a song cycle called the Garden of Eden. In the preface of the sheet music, Bolcom says that each rag in the song cycle takes on a different rag tradition. Other sources indicate that the succession of the rags indicates the digression of rag into jazz. The opening rag is a two-step called Old Adam. Bolcom says in his preface that the rhythm should be approached as a Harlem stride until the final chorus. The final chorus is closer rhythmically to a style called Ballin' the Jack. The second rag is called the Eternal Feminine. The style of this rag is closer to the style of Scott Joplin. The style is often referred to as a slow drag. The form of the Serpent's Kiss is unusual. The key signature suggests that it is in D minor. The A section uses a pedal tone on the tonic, which helps establish D minor as the tonal center. It also uses a D minor chord on top of the pedal tone to further establish D as the tonal center. There's a chromatic pattern used in the opening of each A section that starts on the tonic and then moves up to the subtonic and leading tone before landing on the tonic again. The amount of chromaticism used in other sections, which can be seen here in the B section, moves very far from the tonic key, which makes it difficult to discern exactly what the key is in these other sections. Bolcom labeled the Serpent's Kiss as a fantasy rag, or a rag fantasy. And this idea of a fantasy rag is unique to Bolcom. He never really defined what a rag fantasy is. From what has been gathered by other musicologists, it seems to draw on several different rag traditions. There are approximately 9 sections in this piece. Some of the sections return back to the A section. The only sections that do this are after the G section, and when the A section returns, it returns with the B section. So here is the G section, and then on the next page you can see that the A section returns again with the B, and then the A prime right afterwards. The C section also returns. It returns after the first presentation of the C. So after C you have C prime, which is a little bit different in that it uses octaves rather than just a single line melody. It also comes again after the A prime section, which is seen on the next page. So you have the A again, and then the C. And this C is also a little bit different than the original appearance of it. It also comes back after the I section, and this one is different as well. What is particularly reminiscent of this rondo form is the repeat at the end of the first presentation of the A section. Playing it twice establishes it in the listener's mind so that they recognize it when it comes back. Sections F and G are in the relative major, which of course is D major. The amount of chromaticism used in the F section, you can see here there are lots of double sharps and flats like crazy. It doesn't really take away from the feeling that it's now in a major key. It still feels very major. However, the tonal center is harder to discern. The instructions in this section are quite interesting. It's supposed to start out languorous or freely at measure 99. The instructions say to really speed off, and 2 measures later it indicates that you should take off with a change in metronome speed. The languorous section, which starts in measure 89, is played with a quarter note at 60.